The Quaker State 400 is complete at Kentucky Speedway. Welcome into our NASCAR on TNT post-race coverage, where Brad Keselowski has delivered his third win of the year, the first driver to get 3 trips to victory lane so far in 2012. Now we go down to Matt Yoakum.
What an impressive performance by Kasey Kahne and the entire 5 team to rebound from the issues that you had early on. What kind of statement does this send to everybody, how this team has come together?
Well, we had a really good Quaker State Chevrolet. We had to pass a ton of cars and came up a little short, but the team did an awesome job. Kenny Francis and Keith called a great race, prepared an awesome car, and my pit crew is really, really good. We just had a couple mistakes, 2 different stops, and we couldn't get enough track position, and we had to fight for a long time, but we had a great car.
A lot of concern going in by really pretty much everybody in the garage about what to expect tonight from this racetrack. Did you see big swings in handling?
Actually, it was, the track was pretty similar the whole race to me. We had to adjust on our car a little bit, but not as much as I would have expected. Yesterday in practice, I was really worried, and today my car was pretty good. So thanks to Kenny Francis and Keith Robin, they did a really good job. And I wish we could have got Keselowski because we need those wins, but we still had a great car and came really close.
Kasey Kahne second here on this 1.5 mile oval.
And his teammate Earnhardt Jr. was one of those guys that Kasey Kahne rocketed by, and that was kind of hard to keep up with him. But a fun battle with your teammate Jeff Gordon there at the end, wasn't it?
I guess. I was pretty loose. I wasn't having a whole lot of fun that last.
Maybe not fun, right?
Yeah, the last 30 laps was not fun. But good night. We were fast and good all weekend. Great, just a good weekend for us. Would have loved to have had a little bit better shot at it at the end. We had a good race car with the run before last. It's really fast, but for whatever reason got real loose at the end, getting in the corner. So just proud of the team. We'll thank Diamond New National Guard Sprint, and just hope we can keep it up. We're real proud of how we're doing so far, and like to win another race.
Were there changes made on that last stop that made it different?
No, we just it seemed like it had a couple guys. Jimmy had a real loose set of tires that run. 18, I think, had a little issue with a set of tires or something. So it was just hard to tell. I think the 24 had a set too. So it was the track changed a lot. The track's real rough and you slide all over the place. It was really fun, but just it was just ready to win. I really had fun winning the other week, so I'm ready to get back to victory lane.
It's only been 2 weeks, dude, so you have a little time.
I know. Well, I ain't going to be as patient this time.
All right, there you go. Earnhardt Jr., nice top 5 finish, Adam.
And Marty, what a night for Rick Hendrick. Talked to Kasey Kahne, who battled through tough times to finish second. All 3 of Mr. H's cars inside the top 6 tonight.
Yeah, Kasey Kahne, unbelievable. These guys had good. Jeff Gordon had a good run. I think Jimmy Johnson won a little bit more. Yeah, Matt.
I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to Kyle Busch, man. After changing that shock, that crew did a great job changing that shock. Get it back, and let's go all the way down here to number 20th. It's number 20th.
Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow right there.
Tough pill to swallow from a driver's standpoint. Yeah. Carl Edwards, 20th.
Tony Stewart, 32nd. Problems early tonight, but by going back out on track, he picked up 9 points. And that could be huge when you talk about the wild card situation. Let's hear now from Carl Edwards, who's with Ralph.
Carl, big night of strategy for you. Tell me your thoughts on how it all played out.
Well, I'm definitely frustrated how it played out. We had UPS here. We wanted to have a really good run for them. I really wanted to beat Denny, considering the implications there for delivery companies. And we had a pretty good car at the end. Bob called me onto pit road. He knew we should have pitted that last time, but I was already so far around the cone, I just didn't feel right cutting across traffic and slamming a splitter down and trying to make it to pit road. So we were put in a box, and we hoped there'd be a caution. There wasn't, but it's just time for us to get it in gear. We got to go. I'm real frustrated. Bob's real frustrated. I know we can do this, though. We ran as well as any Ford out here tonight, and at the end, I think with some fuel, we'd had a chance to win it. So got to say hi to the Morris family and to the Killian family. They both suffered losses this week, and there's folks watching this race from a better place, and it's still a bad day at the racetrack's better than a good day with a real job, but we need to get this in gear. We need to go.
I know you guys were talking. What kinds of things have you said? How do you get yourselves back on the same page?
We have to stick together as a team, and that's what Bob and I talked about last week. I mean, I hear it all. I hear everything. Oh, Carl's He's focused on the booth. He's tore up over Tony's deal last year. He needs a new crew chief. All these things. None of that's true. We're having some bad luck, and we're having some bad communication here, and we can do this together. So we could divide right now, or we could come together. I got the best crew chief in the business. He proved it at the end of the year last year. You know, we got beat on a crazy call by Darian and those guys, but we just need to go, keep going, and get this forward in victory lane for Fast and all the people that support us.
Carl Edwards, now 34 points out of the top 10 and 11. We'll look at that situation in a moment. First, the top 10. Ken's still your leader. Dale Jr. up to second. Jimmy Johnson in front of Greg Biffle now in third. Look at Tony Stewart drop down to ninth. Brad Keselowski 34 in front of 10th. 3 in the win column. That's huge. And now the wild card. Kyle Busch has position number 1, and for his efforts tonight, Kasey Kahne now number 2 in the wild card chase.
Yeah, and the man we were just talking to is not in a wild card position right now. He can get back in points, but he's going to have to win some races.
Matt Kenseth entered the points leader, and he still got it. Let's hear from him, Ralph.
Matt, this was a night you really had to battle back, and ups and downs throughout the course of the evening. Tell me about how the night went.
Yeah, it was a struggle. We really had a bad night on pit road, one as bad as I could ever remember. So that was tough, and then I couldn't really go on short runs. The end of the long run, we had reasonable speed in our third Fusion, but on short runs we weren't very good. So glad to finish 7th with as uphill battles it felt like it was all night.
Well, Denny Hamlin finished his 3rd, and even more impressive is the fact that he had a flat right rear at the end of that run. Did you know the right rear was going down on that last run?
Well, I knew where I was getting progressively tighter, but no, I didn't know, what was going on. But it was just that last run. It's a shame we had such good speed at the beginning of the run, but I had to back it off to try to save fuel. And had I known how much fuel I had left, maybe I would have run with the 2. But I just couldn't risk it. And then at the end, at one spot, it's not worth not finishing. So I had to back it down, make sure I could make it on fuel first and get a finish. After 2 straight DNFs, our FedEx team needed a good finish, so we got it.
At the end of the day, you think you could have kept up with a 2? Would you have been in a situation where you didn't have to save fuel?
Yeah, we backed way off, and really, at the beginning of the run, once we passed the 17 and 99, we're making ground on the 2, but just if I was going to run the pace the 2 was, there was no way I was going to make it on fuel. So it wasn't a question what I had to do. I had to back it down and just conserve. But it's a great day for our FedEx Toyota. These are the days we need. We're just a few points from the point lead a few weeks ago, and we found ourselves, almost out of the top 10 after these last few weeks. So we need a solid run like today.
Very impressive. 3rd place finish for Denny Hamlin.
And a year ago, Jeff Gordon scored a 10th here at Kentucky. Tonight, almost a win. He scored a 5th. Did the car go away near the end of that last run?
Well, the very last run, it did, but we were still actually able to hold on to the guys we were around. I think 2 tires were better for us than 4. When we took 4 prior to that, we just need to make a little bit bigger adjustment. The car got really loose getting in the corner, and it was pretty tough to hang on to at that point. But, the track cooled down, and it seemed like everybody got a little bit looser, especially getting in the corner. But we fought our way through. It was a pretty flawless night for our drive in Hunger Chevrolet, and, I was pretty excited that we came home with a 5th place finish, and, battling up front like we did.
Now, the races are starting to wind down. You look at the next 3 tracks, you've won 13 races. Do you feel like this is starting to swing into a typical Jeff Gordon type performance where you can reel off some wins, knowing Keselowski scored another one here tonight?
Yeah, we just got to keep going to the racetrack and putting the effort out that we've been putting out. This team's been awesome. The cars have definitely shown that, and lately we've been getting the results. So you can definitely build some momentum on that. And, we've got some great tracks that are coming. To get a top 5 here at Kentucky, this is definitely one of my worst racetracks, I feel like. And to come home in the top 5 tells you just how strong our cars are and our team is and what we're capable of doing. So, Daytona's going to be its own beast, but from that point on, I think that we've got the opportunity to not only continue to put top 5s together, but also get some wins.
Impressive 5th here in Kentucky for Jeff Gordon.
Jimmy, a 6th place finish. You were very strong early on. What happened late in the race?
I really think that on that restart I got in some oil, or the track was still slick from that stage ride being down, and I got loose a couple times, lost a bunch of track position, and then from there I really think it was just a track position deal. I think that I'm taking a lot of downforce out of the cars due to the new rules, and you just get to a spot and kind of stall out. So it's the first race of the new package, but certainly up front in clean air, that thing was blistering fast, but I got back in traffic and just couldn't go anywhere.
Always fun to go under the lights with the Sprint Cup Series. We'll do it again next Saturday night. TNT brings you the Coke Zero 400 at Daytona, powered by Coca-Cola. Coverage begins 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time with Countdown to Green. Next on TNT, Deep Impact. Head over to NASCAR.com now for the NASCAR on TNT post-race show, interviews, analysis, and more, live on NASCAR.com. 2 straight days of triple-digit temperatures. Our crew around this racetrack did a great job beating the heat. We thank all of them for their efforts. And a special thanks tonight to our audio technicians, Kevin McCloskey, Doug Wilson, Mark Hoppy Williams, and all the other audio guys around the track. Good to have you with us for NASCAR on TNT. For Larry McReynolds, Kyle Petty, and Wally Dallenbach, I'm Adam Alexander. So long from Kentucky, and congratulations to Brad Keselowski. He's a winner in the Bluegrass tonight.